Sorry, I'm always so rude to you before we start recording, Diego. It's just that I want to save all the juice. Hey, how about maybe you hit record on the fucking camera though?
Hey, how about you should have just fucking asked nicely? How about that?
How about that? That would be nice, huh?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a terrible angle. Oh my god, that's so bad.
The fucking cable. Originally it was like way over here, but the cable was short.
I like that. I don't mind that. Alright. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of the Plugged Up Podcast. I'm always really mean to Diego before we start.
Low key.
But that's not because I want to be a dick to him. Hey. Let me just fuck with these settings. Oh my god, that's so much better. And then we can turn up me and Diego just bantering. I can hear the AC real good though. That's not optimal. We podcasting suboptimally right now, but at least we podcasting now. We podcasting, but at least no, we're alive. We're alive. This is just what it is. Plug the podcast like my whole day. I have this little last bit of CBD I was just smoking Diego's face. Because he did not bring the CBD. Plus, he's not talking to me right now. Diego, what's wrong with you?
I'm texting a little bit.
Imagine if we had like the future of podcasting depended on us, and they were about to just turn off all of the medium of podcasting because you're not talking right now.
How about shut up and smoke that CBD? That's a nice looking cigar.
CBD and the D is for doink.
Mm-hmm.
Diego, who are you texting at midnight? You don't be getting no type of a G.
I don't know that.
You're right. I don't be knowing that. Any who's a week. I'm scared of, the trouble you might be getting onto on that phone right now.
I'm done.
So,
I had to text her back. What's up?
Her?
Yeah.
You texting a girl right now?
Yeah.
What her name is?
It's classified. I don't want to put her business out there. But,
Is it your ex-pex?
no.
Okay. Did you ever end up getting that job from your ex?
No, I don't think so. She's like been busy and I've been busy. So I haven't had a chance to I've had a full-on conversation with her about it, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's cause, and also the job I worked at today, they offer, they're not the only one. Every other establishment I worked at under the temp job agency, they always offer me a job at the exact location I worked at for the day. They're like, hey, Diego, you're a hard worker, you bring a good attitude, not all the time, but most of the time you're on time. What's up? Let's hook you up with the job. And I always say, nah. Because, no disrespect for the people that work in the service industry and the food industry, but dog, I'm not trying to stay there.
They're not built for all that action.
Alright, nah.
But I feel like all famous chefs say that though. All famous chefs that I know, and I do know quite a handful.
Yeah, but I'm not a chef. I just fucking mainly be waiting and shit.
But you might poke around and jump in that kitchen though.
No, I would not like to be in the kitchen.
Never in your life?
I mean, I've done it, but I'm saying I don't want to make it a career out of it because it fucking sucks.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the day. It doesn't suck every day because some days it's slow, so you just whip up one omelet and that's it. And other days it's it's crazy. Have you seen it's kind of like a meme, but it's kind of is true. Have you seen this new Hulu original show called The Bears?
I've heard of The Bear, yes.
I recommend it if you want to see the glimpse of the restaurant industry. And the behind the curtains type shit. Because a lot of people think it's oh, it's nice and this and that. it gets really fucking intense there. Like, the chef or the people you work with are not the same people when it's lunch hour, lunch rush, and like you have 30 meals to be done, and like you have like very limited resources. Like, they turn to a different person.
For real?
Dude, they will fucking yell at you and be like, "Get the fuck on my face," like that with a chest.
I don't believe you.
I swear to God, it happened to me.
No fucking way. Like, honestly, if you freak out like that under pressure at work, you're not real.
I mean, it's like a very stressful job. People think like it's kind of easy, but it's not really. Because like you're in the hot ass heat. Everyone is like moving around, and on top of that, it's like a super, like, not that safe. Like, if you're not like very cordial and are very experienced in the back, you will slip and fall really bad. Because I don't know if you noticed, but like every time you go to like a restaurant, or even a fast food place, look at the floor of the kitchen. It's fucking disgusting and dirty. There's like fries everywhere, just weird puddles. And if you're not wearing safety shoes and or like you know how to, like I said, like maneuver, you will slip and fall.
Bob and weave.
Yeah, bob and weave. Make sure you have your own little station. Then on top of that, the customers, God fucking damn, they're so fucking annoying. They'll be like, yeah, can I get a can I get a steak, but can it be done in 20 minutes and it's well done? And you're like, what the fuck?
Well done steak in 20 minutes?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I know, I'm just like, what the fuck? So you have to deal with the coworkers, you have to deal with the fucking resources you have, you have to deal with this area surrounding yourself, and you have to deal with the pace.
So what breaks you is the pace?
I mean, it's whatever. Like, I've been doing it for like a little bit, but I don't want to be there forever.
What do you want to do?
This, and if not this, then shit, I don't know.
Think, Diego, because right now the only people listening is the FBI. I don't know, dude. I don't know. The more I think about starting a career, the more I get discouraged. And the more I think about going to sales, the more I get like freaked out and anxious. So it's like, what do I do?
I know. I don't know. I mean, I like I told to our cousin Gary, aka Gotti Morano. He said, "Oh, don't fall in love with the service industry, or please don't." And I gave him a stink face. I was like, "The hell, no, I won't." But the only time I will make the service industry or hospitality or restaurant wise or whatever, make it a career, is if I go to New York. Because like I've seen this podcast where this dude who works at like a very fancy hotel.
What's the podcast called? Shout him out.
I forgot, it's on TikTok. I showed it to you already, I think. But we'll whip it out in a bit. But yeah, he said that waiters, bartenders, room service, they will earn like $100,000 a year. You know, probably more with tips and all that. But you have to work at the fine establishments though in New York.
You gotta work at the fine establishments, goddammit.
Yeah, because you can't work at no Motel 6 earning like $100,000. You can't. You have to work at like very respectful, very well known places.
You gotta have the ambassador stay there.
Type shit.
I don't know. I may just fuck around and get on here and start looking for some goddamn jobs, golly.
Yeah.
Today, I had a fucking steamer with my dad. I went and picked some stuff up at the store, and we went to basically put some stuff back on a custom truck.
Yeah.
And custom upholstery builds are kind of ass. Like, they're always really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty much whenever somebody builds something from scratch, they always put in their own little weird quirks, and they use whatever they have lying around.
Yeah.
And, like, they'll glue shit. And, like, today, I was taking out the seat for a car, and I noticed the nut. Well, until I was already at O'Reilly buying a new one, I was like, oh, this is a fucking skateboard nut. They took the fucking end of a truck for real and just put it under the car seat, and they're like, all right, cool, we're putting washers in that bitch, it's good enough. They're not going to take these seats out. Well, whenever we went ahead and put in the new seats, we kind of realized that everything was bunk, and that we had to do something super duper dangerous, just jack the truck up. And like pick up the truck on a fucking big old heavy automated jack and get under it and basically stick everything through, pull the seats down good. And I had my dad do it because I don't have life insurance. I I was like, nah, dude, you get under there. Okay. But other than that, most of my day was just spent driving around. I came back and I took a fucking fat old nap. Because after sitting in traffic, I feel like I just have to take a nap. From just fucking sitting there and like having a nod and stay awake. That's actually super dangerous.
It is super dangerous. Yeah.
That's why you built like that. That's why you built like that.
I know. It happened to me a few times coming back from Frisco. I literally hit the curb a few times, and I fell asleep on the wheel, like legit. You know at school when you lay your head down to take a nap and you feel like you're falling, but you just wake back up. That was literally me on a stoplight. Fell asleep, woke up, and just right on time, like it turned green the second I just flinched back to reality. And I was like, oh shit.
My dad's done that a few times where we've been driving on the highway or something, and he just like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Just fucking wakes your ass up real good. But I feel like that's necessary. You definitely gotta have that shit on the highway. Have you ever like driven like over the road to C states that don't have money and C states that do have money?
I mean, I haven't really left Texas a lot, but I guess like the few times when we went to Florida. When we went through Louisiana and Missouri and shit. Not Missouri, Mississippi. Yeah, dude. I'm like, what? And I learned a little bit why Louisiana is like very underfunded. I mean, I don't want to use Ronald Reagan as a scapegoat, but Ronald Reagan did not help.
Yo, I learned something crazy on fucking Instagram today, and I don't know if it's real, so I don't know if I should put it out there. That Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player, is named after Ronald Reagan because his dad loved Ronald Reagan.
That's funny.
So his name is Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos.
Wait, where's he from? His family?
Portugal.
It makes sense. Portugal started the slave trade, so it makes sense he likes Ronald Reagan.
That was a big old jump right there. You have to be between slave trade and
Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like it's just because he liked his movies back in the day, because Ronald Reagan was an actor.
I mean, true, but also his politics might have some effect, a little bit.
Yeah, hot take.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's a fascist. He's a soccer fascist.
Not a fascist, more like just the type of dude is like, yo, if you talk politics, I'm leaving, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Just tell me how to get a fucking super ripped six-pack and be hot. And score long goals.
But, like I said, Ronald Reagan, back in the 80s. Also, Ronald Reagan's responsible in America for the drinking age to be 21. Yeah, you know about that?
No, but I feel like that's pretty responsible. I feel like 18-year-olds should be fucking drinking.
Nah, but like back in the day, it was like mainly beer and wine. It wasn't like no straight liquor. I think for a while you had to be 21 to buy liquor, but beer and wine, just like Europe, you could be like 18, 16.
Yeah.
So that seems reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable. But I feel like if you're getting married at 16, you can probably have a beer too.
Yeah. And like I said, and this movement group called Moms Against Drunk Driving. It had a weird acronym, but it's basically what it is. And they collabed with Ronald Reagan, and Ronald Reagan basically.
How was the mixtape?
Huh?
How was the mixtape?
And basically, long story short, Ronald Reagan told every state in America, says, if you don't make the drinking age 21 and up, we will pull highway funds and like public funds and this and that. And California and other places were like, oh, been done. Like, there's no questions asked.
We'll get rid of it. No, don't even fucking think about it, Ronald.
Yeah, and in Louisiana, classic Louisiana, be like, this is treading my rights, and like go full on like libertarian like shit.
I mean, I respect when people stand on the fucking
me too.
rights.
But at the same time, that is why Louisiana is like poorly funded, because they were the last state to make 21 the legal drinking age.
Interesting.
I mean, again, I don't want to use Ronald Reagan as a scapegoat. Like, clearly Louisiana had a horrible history.
We use Ronald Reagan as a scapegoat in this goddamn podcast. Yo, that's such a terrible angle. That you're just covering you up. But yeah, I gotta learn how to do that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Where was I? Yeah. So, actually been learning something about the Chinese culture yesterday.
What was it?
On the goddamn YouTube. Shout out the channel I was watching yesterday. I'll find it and pull it up right now. But, yeah, Chinese Empire has been the longest lasting, like, you know, chain of people since the beginning of recorded history. You know?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So that all started with the Qin Emperor, who was the one who did the terracotta army and like fucking buried everything, and he like united people, and he was actually a hydraulic engineer. And that's probably like why now, like in China, it's so revered to be like of a trade, as opposed to like being a celebrity and like fucking why they're taking over our brains with TikTok, because we're pretty much just all looking at this thing trying to figure out how to be cool on it, while they're over there fucking figuring out how to make goddamn skyscrapers and go to the space.
Yeah.
And they have us distracted as fuck, huh?
Low key. But then again, I was thinking about this earlier. I think Americans always been like that, cause like our like philosophy, I guess, is to be individuals, right? To like be the main character, you know?
Yeah.
While in China and other old countries, they're really like tight-knit communities. They're like, I help you help me, this and that. While in America, it's like, no, I'm one getting the bag, you're not getting the bag. Or if I'm helping you, you're helping me getting the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're getting the bag together.
Yeah, but like over there, they're like, you know, strong net, while like everyone wants here to be a celebrity.
They're getting the bag for the village.
Yeah, and
for the clan.
Just like how I recommend watching Andrew Tate podcast episode of No Jumper. Highly recommend it. I only watched half of it because he called me, so I didn't get the chance to finish it. Well, no, that was a lie. I took a nap, then you called me, so I didn't have a chance to finish the episode. But I highly recommend it. Well, basically, we're talking about gang culture and drill music and shit like that.
Is he from the UK like that?
Huh?
He's from the UK like that?
Who?
Andrew Tate.
Oh, not Andrew Tate. Fuck. God damn it. My bad. Andrew, the guy from Channel 5. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. His name's also Andrew. My bad. But, yeah, they were talking about drill music and gang culture and this and that.
I was confused.
Yeah. But I think the reason there's, like, still gangs and, like, gangsters are, like, kind of still looked upon, like, as, like, idols, I guess, is because that's the American dream, baby. You know, we want that fast money. We want to get all the girls. We want to get all the fast cars, this and that. And it's been like that since forever. Before drill music, it used to be Italians. Before Italians, it was the Irish, and before Irish, etc.
That's that goddamn American money.
Exactly. And like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, you know, there's other ways to make money outside of crime and this and that, but it's like very polished, you know, very like nice looking, you know, because at the end of the day, a lot of people will like to say, oh, we don't support criminals and this and that, but I get the feeling deep down, most Americans that are American are like, damn, that's kind of cool. Yeah, like, because everyone grew up, at least watched one gangster movie, whether it be, you know, Narcos, you know, the recent Narcos, whether it be old classic Italian mobs, Chinese, Japanese mafia movies, fucking Paid in Full, New York gangster movies, you know?
Who's your favorite, like, underground movie director for all that shit?
Underground? I don't know. I don't really have any favorite ones, like, come in mind right now, to be honest.
Who directed Blow?
Blow?
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot. So yeah, that's why I think gang culture and this and that will never like disappear in America, because like it's embedded into us, you know.
Ted, yeah.
Yeah, that movie's clean. That movie's cool.
That movie clean. That was probably one of my favorite movies. Like they quoted in one of my songs, and fucking kind of fell into my mindscape at the beginning of COVID. I was like, damn, George Young really did it like that.
What?
So, did you never watch the movie?
I watched it like 5 times. Like, I even put it as like background music.
Yeah, my boy George Young really did it like that.
But what was the quote?
It was at the end.
You forgot?
in the end, this is all a puff in the wind. It was like the very end of the movie.
Mm-hmm. That movie, like, it makes me cry. Not like cry sobbing, but just like a little thug tear. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
be your own homies.
I always get sad because I feel like George could have been something cooler.
Could have been something cooler, yeah.
Going to jail is definitely like the least coolest thing you could do.
Yeah, it is.
Shout out to the people that make it work though. I was watching this TikTok of dudes on the 4th of July fucking just having it out, grilling and enjoying themselves in prison, and I was like, You know, I feel like that's just really hood college.
Yeah, it is.
Educating themselves.
It is.
They're in the quad right now.
Mm-hmm. Dang. What state do you think has like the worst prisons?
Probably California. I've driven by some of the California prisons and just seeing them in the distance is scary. Mm-hmm. But some of the jails we have here in Texas are pretty fucking horrible too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the scarier thing about going to jail in Texas, or probably being in jail in Texas, is the fact that they can fucking just force labor you into doing shit.
Is it in Texas? Because I'm pretty sure Georgia and other southern states do it, but Texas also does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They'll make you have to do something.
Yeah. I was also watching this other podcast talking about this one YouTuber. God, we keep forgetting names. We keep forgetting shit. God, man, we need to get our references and resources
in
on
order.
that. Yeah, but basically, in order. But
I'll try to be a studio nerd here at the Plug the Podcast.
He made a podcast again, No Jumper, pretty entertaining. Again, highly recommend it. Really more organized than this dude who makes like content about his prison life and like prison in general or crime. But he's not like a gossipy type like YouTuber. Like he's like, oh, he said, she said. Like no, he has paperwork to prove, his like videos and shit. So it's not like he's pulling out his ass. Like he actually like he in the episode he like showed us a process how to pull paperwork. And like you have to call a lawyer, and then a lawyer has to call a DA. Then you have to pay a certain fee to get it printed out, this and that. It's all public record. You can find anyone's criminal record, but you have to like go through like a little system and pay a certain fee. And yeah, and he was talking about that, and he was talking about how each prison has like a different. I mean, each part of America's prison has like a different like system. Because a lot of people think prison's prison, but not everywhere is different. Like in California, California is very race politics, like heavily. Georgia, kinda not really. Like you can trade with white people, you can trade with black people, you can trade with the Hispanics, Asians. But at lunchtime, you're supposed to sit in your own race. But after lunch, you can like mingle and talk and trade after that. So there's nothing really like like clicked up like that. And then in New York, I think is mainly from your borough. You're like, oh, I'm from the Bronx. Fuck you. You're from Brooklyn. This and that. So everywhere's different. It's pretty interesting.
What if you get locked up in New York and you're not from New York? Fuck.
You're super fucked, I think, because they'll think you're sweet. Like New York's been New York since forever. It don't matter who run that place, no matter who's the lawyer. New York's always gonna be New York, and people from New York think they're better than anyone.
Yeah, I might be a little sweet.
I'm from Dallas, Texas, and they're like, oh yeah, get him from the sticks, and just beat the fuck out of you. He's like, get him, and just stomp you and shit.
I'm not like, stop it. No, but I really think if something happened to me in a situation like that, I'd have to rely on funniness and fucking LOLing my way out of it for sure.
Oh,
keep my booty intact.
Axel will low-key be good.
Yeah.
Because the hierarchy of prison is that barbers are on top.
And the more gorilla built you are, the better a barber you are.
Nah, it's not really like, well, yeah, because Axel will be good because like how he's built and like how he puts up. But I'm saying like he's like a barber. He has experience. So like when you're a barber over there and you get good ass fades, no one's gonna fuck with you.
But if you give a terrible fade like Axel, you get beat the fuck up.
Yeah, maybe. It depends on the prisoner. If they're petty as fuck, then yeah, they might just shank you in the shower.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I don't know. But for sure, Axel will be good. Us, we do have to rely on our charisma and shit like that.
Sure, let me cut you up. 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 Fate's finna be looking crispy.
Yo, if you were in prison, do you think you would like be like built as fuck?
I'd probably be like a stressed eater.
Yeah, you'd be stressed. But like, how are you gonna stress it? You don't have money like that. Right?
I do got money like that.
But like, how are you gonna get that money? Are you gonna get?
I would fucking pose as a really buff man on the internet and fucking get one of these bitches and then talk to them like in just like a really weird prison angle and capture them and send me money.
Maybe.
Yeah. And I'd send them some shit I bought on Amazon and told them that I had made it while I was in there. Thinking about her.
I mean, don't buy it from Amazon. Just get some dude. Be like, hey, if you make me like a flower out of this Bible, I'll give you 3 Ritz crackers, and you'll just do it like that.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, because if you buy it from Amazon to your cell, they're gonna tax you. Like tax you like the prison itself is gonna tax you because you're bringing a package inside, and then if someone fucks with you, they're like, oh yeah, that shit looks good. If you don't pay me this amount, we're gonna jack that shit. And you're like, fuck.
Like, this sounds like a fucking Skyrim quest. And then just start fighting him.
Yeah.
Be like, +1 dexterity.
But then half the prison goes to your cell, so you have to beat up everyone one by one because you live in a small cell. You just
Diego, tell me about your video game experience. What have you been playing?
I've been mainly playing Halo.
Are you having fun?
It's cool, but it kind of frustrates me a little. Because, like, I don't know, because I'm a shitty gamer, or maybe it's the mouse, or maybe I need to modify the settings, but, like, it's so fucking hard to turn, and they always get me, you know?
Is it probably turn your speed up on the mouse?
Maybe, or do you think it's the mouse itself?
Probably the sensitivity of your mouse, so that whenever you, like, flick it, it needs to be quicker.
Yeah, I think I might have to fix that more when I can. Man. But other than that, yeah, Halo's pretty cool. As soon as I get my weight up,
yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can buy Left 4 Dead and Last of Us. I'm meaning to play Last of Us for the longest.
Yeah, I'm gonna be over there playing that.
Tell everyone that you fucking like just making your own little cocoon nest in my fucking bedroom.
Whenever I go over to Diego's house, I crush beer cans on this floor.
Yeah, crush beer cans.
I want to order pizza.
Download weird porn on my computer.
I didn't download it, okay? I just saw that it was available and I was like, let's take a look at Steam.
Yeah.
See how disgusting it is. Steam was pretty nasty.
Yeah, it is. I was pretty shocked because like I thought Steam was like any other, you know, website or streaming service that would just like be limited on nastiness. But no, they're pretty open to nastiness.
The second you start beating off of that is when you truly become an Intel King. Like, we're Intel Kings right now, but like we're
not Intel Kings.
That's destined to be the one true warrior of Intel now.
You can be a gym sub. You know that's the thing?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking weird.
Like, you just hate women, but you're just like, who's in the gym.
Why are dudes like that?
I don't know, there's many theories. One is that a lot of people like to scapegoat women and be like, oh, they don't want to suck my dick and whatever. But at the same time, it's kind of our fault in a way, like men-wise, because like we like to shame women to be shallow, but we're also kind of shallow. You get what I'm saying? Like that 10 at the bar doesn't want to give you attention, but like I'm not saying like, oh, because you're 6 or you're ugly, you're like worthless, this and that. I'm just saying like, well, there's a 6 over there that she like likes you, but you don't want that 6, you want that 10. But again, it's really up to you. But at the end of the day, you're shallow just like that 10 that doesn't want you. You know what I'm saying? So it's really up to you. Do you want to improve yourself and maybe get a chance to get her attention, or do you want to, you know, just humble a little bit and just do that?
I was reading this audiobook that Matt gave me about talking to women, and I feel like it kind of fucked my head.
Yeah, Nah, I mean, I don't want to say that those men are like monsters or like they're like Hitler, but it's just like it's one thing to give basic advice like, oh, make your bed every day, say something nice about yourself, be grateful, drink water, like, oh, those are common sense. But there's other ones where you're like, oh, don't bust nuts for 6 months and this and that, and some like OD crazy shit. I'm not with that, look. That's a little too much. That's going down the rabbit hole, you know.
I feel like the book he gave me was just mostly advice about like psychology and fucking keeping bitches guessing, which I feel like is interesting. It's called the 3% Man, How to Be a 3% Man, which is how to be one of those 3 guys out of 100 guys that she talks to that she's gonna like.
But also, like, those people who produce and like make those books, like, they have a type. You know what I'm saying? Like, their type is not your type. You know what I'm saying? So like, maybe their type, that technique might work for them, but that
whoever writes a fucking how to get a fucking thick GF Asian GF book is gonna fucking be a goddamn bestseller.
Sell out. Like Amazon's gonna.
I just use so many acronyms in that sentence. People that don't know what I mean are so confused.
They get the gist of it.
They'll understand.
Yeah.
They'll look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking CIA that been listening to our podcast, man. We appreciate you. You don't even know what the fuck going on.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not from the CIA and you're listening to this, damn, I'm fat as fuck. Just stop eating all that goddamn cereal. Oh, God.
Pure carbs, bro. Pure carbs.
Oh, yeah. This shit is good, though. This shit is good.
Special K? That shit's not healthy whatsoever.
The special part about it is how it makes you feel.
It gives the illusion that you're thinking healthy, but in reality, you're just eating like 1 grain less of sugar compared to like other cereals. They went to court, Kellogg's, Special K, because they're like, this is not healthy and you're lying to people. Yeah, dude, so many companies, like this past decade or something, they went to court and because they lied and false advertising. What's that baby food? Gruber's? No, Gerber's went to court 2 years ago, I think, because
what are they putting in the baby food?
Oh, bro, they put like unhealthy amount of metal and like poison on it. But you know what's ironic, funny? The FDA has like a limit of like whether it be like rat poop, lead, etc. Like if you pass that point, you get fined or whatever.
Sometimes they just pay the fine to keep going.
Yeah, but now the thing is, Gerber passed that limit. Then the FDA was like, all right, give us your limit. Then pinky promise that you're not gonna pass that. And they're like, all right, this much. Then guess what? They passed that limit that they set themselves. Now, what I'm saying, the FDA and the U.S. government are like, bruh, what you doing? You pinky promised that you wasn't gonna pass your own limit, but then you just surpass it. And it's even more funny is while they went to court, they didn't take anything off the shelves. They just kept selling it.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Weird time to have a baby, bro. I feel like if I had a baby, I wouldn't know what the fuck to feed them.
Breast milk. And don't feed them sugar. Do not feed them any artificial sugar. Don't feed them no sweets, no soda.
Do I give that little motherfucker a carrot?
Yeah, I would say so. Until they're like at least 18, they decide what to put in their own body, but nah. Because you know what my dad did to me? I think I told you like multiple times, I think. He fed me chocolate, like my first solid food, I think. He fed me chocolate cake while I was 3 months old.
You think that fucked up everything in your body to this day?
Low key, because like, now, I mean, I still eat sugars and sweets, but like, I didn't as much as I did back in the day when I was like 12 years old and shit. Because when you're like 40, you like stop consuming sugar and you just kind of get a little sick. That's how I feel right now. I get like a heart attack every time Axel eats like 2 desserts and shit. Like he'll eat a flan, and after that cookies, and after that big old cone of fucking frozen yogurt, and it gives me a heart attack. I'm like, dude, that's been like 2 hours. Like, you don't want a glass of water, nothing in between. Like that, and I get scared that I have diabetes or not, because I see the symptoms. They're like, you pee a lot, you get thirsty, this and that, and I'm like, I pee a lot, I get thirsty, and I just get scared.
God damn it! This is why we do this podcast right here.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And my mom did not help me. She said, "Oh yeah, my tia and my grandma, my grandma, they have diabetes. Well, they have because R.I.P. they passed away.
R.I.P.
They had diabetes and they were fine. And I was like, damn girl, you're not helping me. Like I was scared of getting diabetes and shit.
Did you tell her that?
Yeah, and she's like, just don't drink soda. And I'm like, fuck, no, that shit hard as hell. Cause like I can let go of cakes, I can do a little bit of ice cream, but soda, oof. It's because you understand it's everywhere, just like coffee, like it's everywhere. That's another thing I'm addicted to, caffeine. But that I blame Jeff Bezos, I blame Amazon for my caffeine addiction. But sodas and coffee, they're everywhere because they're in every culture, they're in every community, they're in every store, they're in every occasion. You know, it's not like beer, alcohol, or porn, or whatever. That's like just a certain time and place that you consume that. But soda, sugar, and coffee, everywhere. Everywhere.
That's why the Mormons are being Christian on hard mode.
No, Mormons can drink caffeine.
No, they can't.
They can.
No, they can't.
I heard they cannot drink coffee. Like coffee, but they can drink soda and energy drinks. And the reason I don't know, Mormons are weird. The reason they can't drink coffee because it's a hot drink. I don't know why. Not because of the caffeine.
So they can't have tea?
Mm-mm.
They can't have a nice, warm tea with the Lord's gonna look at them and fucking LOL?
Yeah, they can drink coffee. I mean, not coffee. They can drink Red Bull and soda and shit, but not coffee.
Can Mormons go to Starbucks?
If they order a bottle of water and shit, yeah.
Can they get just like a frat?
Nah, because it has caffeine in it. Oh, wait. That's a good question. Do Mormons order ice brews? That's a good question. We should ask one of our cousins. They're Mormons.
They're not Mormons. They're Jehovah's Witnesses.
I thought they were the same thing.
Not the same thing.
God damn.
Let's look up the Jehovah's Witnesses.
I thought Jehovah's Witnesses is another name for Mormons, or like a different level.
Who started...
Yeah, no disrespect to our cousins, but like, that's a really dumb religion.
Who started the Jehovah's Witnesses? Let's look this shit up. Charles Taze Russell, 1987. Okay, Britannica. Let's see what these motherfuckers say here. Millennialist denomination. Okay. Sheesh.
What's up?
You guys are saying Christ was coming.
Do you think Christ is coming?
No, I don't think so. I think we should where he at right now.
Imagine Christ comes where you're taking like the baddest, meanest shit, and then your phone's going crazy, and you're like, damn.
I would just fucking put all my stuff in and take my clothes off and wait. I'd just be like, dear Lord,
oh yeah,
take me home.
The rapture.
With my homies, with my dogs. Think of what would you do if we're hanging out and then you just fucking see me, and then you're just fucking down there like.
Nah, you know it'd be funny if I went up there and you stayed here. How salty would you be, boy? How salty would you be?
I'd be like, it's Skinny Jesus taking y'all up there.
It's Skinny Jesus, you're dumb. Yeah, I'd be thinking sometimes, I'm like, am I going to heaven or hell? I don't know. I let God decide. Because like a lot of people truly believe they're going to heaven.
I'd be like, Diggo. I'd be like, Jesus, I'm sorry. And then he'd let me get up there real quick.
What if you pull a James Franco, like that movie, This Is the End? Where you're like, oh, suck my dick. And you just went back.
That's funny.
Yeah. You gotta be humble until you get to the gates.
Fuck it up now.
Yeah, then when you're at line, you just do a little sturdy dance. You're like, yeah.
And then be like, alright, enough of that.
enough. That was funny. Well, another thing, since you're like, you consider yourself Christian?
I don't know.
Ah, shut up. Come on. Alright. Christian or not, heaven. Do you think it's like a cartoonish thing? Like there's like clouds and you're like with a fucking dress or whatever and you have a little instrument? Or is it like your own reality and you just fucking like just live it?
Type shit.
Do you think of that?
Yeah. For me, heaven is like I have a cave. It's carved into like a side of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I have Wi-Fi in there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking jump in there.
Mm-hmm.
I have a jet ski boat that I can fucking drive places.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get out. And then I can fucking take a fat nap under the sun, under the stars.
Yeah.
And then I have like just an apartment in that cave.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
And you can like take a fat nap anywhere because like there's no danger, no bug bites, no nothing.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool. That is super cool. That is way more cool.
And I can have a seaplane to take on adventures.
Mm-hmm.
The seaplane is a plane that can just land on water.
Yeah.
And I can fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That's a cool. That was a good one. That was a good one. I thought you were gonna not be shallow, but I thought you were gonna say something basic like, oh, 100 bitches sucking my dick. I'm missing that.
Maybe. I feel like that'd be fun sometimes. I feel like in heaven that's a button you can turn off and turn on like a setting.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, do I want the bitch sucking my dick all night? Or do I want to hang out with Dick and watch Buzz Lightyear? Ding, 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 ding. Choices.
Mm-hmm.
Or be like, or do I want to be with my wife and kids?
No,
my kids when they're 7.
That's cute. That's funny.
Yeah. But you can just call them up, and they're just your memories.
Mm-hmm.
Not like actually them. They're doing their own thing.
Oh, what if in that reality, just like IT or fucking computer problems, you're like, oh, what the hell? I wanted 200 bitches suck my dick. Instead, I got 198. You just call IT or fucking customer service having it.
And there's like an angel in heaven that has to figure that out. And he's like, okay, give me just 1 second, George.
So, what kind of, how many bitches? 2? Alright, bet. Bloom.
You're not going to ask me what kind?
You're like, surprise me. You just doom.
I'll be like, nope, Wakandan.
What god, dude, you're dumb.
Golly. Heaven would be fucking pretty cool to go to. I swear to God, I would.
Yeah. Oh,
I would be friends with Scooby-Doo in heaven, for real.
That's cool.
And Snoopy.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. And Naruto.
Naruto. The only thing
Please.
that ask God or whoever controls the universe, if I ever go to hell, God forbid, I hope not to.
What is hell?
I don't know. That's scary. But what I'm saying is like either hell, heaven, or purgatory.
It is scary, huh?
Yeah, but
what if it's just a black room and someone pulling your nuts?
Ooh, no, that's OD. That's a little too much. No, because I get the feeling it was like hot. I get the feeling you'll get used to it. But the nuts thing, I don't think you get used to it.
You would. You just have long nuts.
But like I said, if God chooses me whatever He wants to, because He knows me better than me, so I can lie to myself or truly believe that I won't go to hell, but I don't know. Whoever controls this knows. But anyway, if they decide my destiny, I just ask one thing that I can ask, like, questions, like, oh, if I did this, oh, who actually shot JFK? Oh, what happened if this happened? What's the secret ingredient of Coke? What if I talked to her? What if this and that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what if they told you, but it was all lies?
Ooh, God, you tricky bastard. I'm just asking to be honest with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I would get salty. I would be more mad that God lied to me about my questions than Him sending me to hell. I'll be more mad at that.
They're either telling the truth 10% of the time or they're lying 10% of the time.
No, yeah, it'll be funny. After He answered all of my questions, like you said, like 10% of it was lie. You figure it out. And He just sent it. That'll be fun. That I wouldn't be mad. I would be chuckling, going down to hell. Be like, ha, got my bitch ass.
And then what happens is like you spend like what's one eternity, which is just like one really long time, and then you just come back to Earth and you're like, fuck, I'm another person again, and it's been a long time.
Yo, that's trippy. What if you like were born and you like while you're in the process of being birthed at, you remember, like, how like when you die you think of your life, you know what I'm saying, like the last moments before you die. What if that happens when you're giving birth? You're like, man, you're like, oh shit, I used to smoke 100 bullets. You
I'm out of the vagina. I'm just like, where the weed at?
And you end up being at some Vietnamese like sweatshop. You're like, fuck. And you just,
I want to run away and know where the Za is.
yeah, but Vietnam probably has no Za. I mean, they do have bud.
Jungle Za.
It's jungle Za, but it's not all American fucking indoor Za. It doesn't hit the same. You have to still spit out the seeds and
It's not even worth it. I'll just do some whatever type of weird Asian drug they got over there.
Meth for sure.
Oh God!
Yeah, cause like since like it's very like it's like a sweatshop, like I said. Your next life, we're gonna sweatshop for sure, meth.
What? Why can't be a sweatshop boy? Why can't be an astronaut?
Well, we'll find out.
I want to be an astronaut. I want to live on a comet with some dudes, and I want to wake up and touch on their boobs, and I want to eat a cold breakfast of motherfucking space ham and eggs on dry. Then I'm about to go and mine on that field, about to pick up all the ore and steel, about to motherfucking tell you boys will that the spaceman go on Satchel deal. When you gone like a motherfucker gone black. Eat on my pee and eat on my ass. And that's what she said.
Mars.
So, if I could meet any person in the world right now and have a telepathic connection with them, probably be SPM.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'd get into his brain and I'd fucking get him to be like the Joker.
And then the Mexican Joker.
I would control him from the safety of my house. And I would have him break out and be a super thug, and then put on a like a uniform, like be a masked vigilante, but like a masked villain and fight people.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I turned fucking SPM into a goddamn villain from prison with my mind.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Yo, that is a dumb
and then
question.
He drops songs.
Yeah. When you're in public, do you be thinking like, damn, can people read my mind?
No.
No?
You better be trying to read people's mind though.
Yeah. Oh, so you're the one trying to read people's minds. You're funny. Oh, another question. I was talking to this one bartender from the restaurant I worked at. He's from Denver too. Remember I told you about him? When you have a voice in your head, is it English or Spanish?
Sometimes English, sometimes Spanish. Depends on what I've been talking that day or who I'm talking to.
Same. Yeah, he told me about that. I was like, that's a good ass question.
I do ask myself that question. I ask myself that question a lot.
I guess like when I'm mad, a little bit Spanish, like mad. Like I'm like, fuck.
But when I get the bunk, I forget how to speak the language of English.
Dumb as hell. That's funny.
Yeah, that's facts though.
Yeah, when we go to Red River, goddamn.
I don't know. We'll go Thursday, but for right now, I don't know. Diego, do you want to keep hanging out or do you want to fucking go to sleep? Because right now would be a good time for a drink.
I mean, you can drink. I can still chill a little bit. I go to work at 10 in the morning, so I'm cool.
Alright, but other than that, dude, I'm pretty fucking tired and I want to go to sleep.
A little bit me too, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, y'all. This has been episode... I'm dumb as hell.
Yeah.
We did this whole type of talking and didn't talk about you meeting a goddamn weekend. Let's just tell them about how you met the goddamn weekend ago.
Oh, okay. Nah, I'm not gonna tell the location because I don't know.
I don't want y'all suckers at his restaurant.
Yeah, I don't want y'all to pull up to me at my restaurant and be like, is this the seat he sat on? And just sniff on it and shit. But,
who do you think would even pull up? Like the fucking 2 people that listen to our podcast?
Yeah, your neighbor.
And the FBI.
Yeah, the Chinese prisoner, your mom, your neighbor, and the FBI agent. They're all coming to my fucking workplace.
Clean!
It was alright. Basically, I work at this restaurant. It's really nice. It's a steak restaurant. It was...
Auntie AJ go?
Huh?
Would Auntie AJ go?
He would get kicked out.
Away west.
What? You said racist?
Yeah.
No, there's plenty of black people who go there. No, he would get kicked out because he would just say, fuck white people. Loud as hell. In the middle of dinner rush.
Do a fucking kickflip.
Do a kickflip, smoke a Newport, ash on the busboy,
And leave.
And not pay the bill.
Yeah.
And then he like, nah, that's my homie right there, Diego. And he walks away. And then my manager's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, well, what did you order? He ordered a $200 steak.
Ribeye tomahawk, slapped it around the floor, just fucking.
Yeah.
I'm vegan.
Yeah, it's dumb. But no, it was alright. So basically, it was a Saturday night, fully booked. Usually, this restaurant is like fully booked during the weekends at dinner time. So all the tables are occupied. We have this like little private room section that's like a little curtain, so you get privacy and shit. There's like 2 long ass tables, and inside that private room there's like a little lounge as well. And you can book it for birthday parties, events, whatever. And it was chilling. It was me, my coworker, and my manager, who was like this white dude. Very cordial, very nice, very professional. Like if you gave him your taxes, you would feel safe, and like you like really, feel like he's very responsible and shit. So we were in the host in the front area, and there's like a little tablet, you make reservations and all that shit. And he was just like boop, 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 pressing it, doing his thing. And then this big buff dude with tattoos, I didn't think much of it. He just walked in, and he was like, and I greeted him first. I was like, oh, hello, would you like a table? My usual thing. And he's like, no, do you have a VIP room or somewhere private? I have a very important person outside, VIP.
Oh my god.
And then in my head, I was like, oh, might have been like some dude who sold a lot of insurance, or maybe like this low-key millionaire,
Yeah.
something like that, some boring, I guess. And then he was like, it's the weekend, but he said it like super low-key, like he kind of regretted saying the weekend. And I like the weekend. I'm not the biggest fan, not because I don't like him. It's just I didn't really grow up listening to him compared to everyone else. So I
was not EXO till you OD.
Yeah, and I kind of reacted a little bit, not in the sense of I was jumping around, but my face expression, I was like, oh shit, the weekend, el fin de semana, coming here.
My little crusty, dusty, musty little restaurant.
And
this little chicken shop.
Little chicken shop. You're funny. And my boss, no reaction. Still pressing buttons. And then he said it louder again. He's like, no, the weekend. Like he wanted to make sure he's listening, so he said, no, the weekend. No reaction. And then I even interrupted. I was like, yo, it's the weekend. The artist. And he was like, yeah, I know. All right, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. No, yeah. Let's go get the table. And I helped to set up the table with him, this and that. And then my coworker was like, nah, the weekend's not coming. And I was like, I don't know, maybe he's performing tomorrow. And, what kind of weirdo will come into establishment and say, the weekend's coming just to get, like, a private room and not be the weekend, And 20 minutes passed by, I was staring the fuck out that door. I was like, is he coming? Is he not? I don't want to miss the opportunity to not see him.
What do you think the weekend was doing?
He was probably, like, chilling with his girl or whoever he's with. And then he probably, again, it's like, I don't want to give out the location, but it's like a really known, restaurant. Like a really famous chef owns that restaurant.
Huh.
So he probably like heard of it from someone. Like, oh yeah, go to this place. And it was pretty decent. So he walked in, super low key, hat, glasses, gray shirt, holding a girl. And I don't know if I should say this on record, but
this bitch was busted, Your Honor.
Nah, she was not busted. I had high expectations, I guess. She just looked regular, I guess. No offense. I was like, all right.
Was Juliana punch in the air?
Did you ever like the weekend?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. And then I was like, oh shit. I was a little shocked. I'm not gonna lie.
Every other skinny bitch was like, I could have been there.
Yeah. I looked at him and he looked at me and I was like, hello, greeted, I guess my job. And he was like, he smiled at me and he was like, oh, hello. And he just walked into his room. And I was like, oh shit, I just said hello to the weekend. And yeah, that was it.
So, when you snuck over at the end of the meal and sniffed on his chair, what did he think about?
Like cinnamony, a little like Paris French cologne.
Heck yeah.
I even ate some of his leftovers.
That's a flash right there, baby.
Nah, I'm joking. I didn't eat that other thing. But
we sold it on eBay.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I was like, damn. I was like, should I get the menu he physically touched?
And the fork.
Yeah, but my boss, the manager at that time, he's like very, very strict on like guest privacy. Like I told you, but I'm gonna tell the public that while the weekend was in there enjoying his meal and shit. One of the waiters was like, oh, we need to set up an extra chair for a table, And I was like, oh shit. I was like, all right, you just put the utensils on the table. I'll go get the chair. And I was looking around. And I was like, damn, there's no chairs. But there's like a few chairs, extra chairs, inside the VIP area where the weekends, end. And I was like, I don't want to stumble upon there and get him mad and or my manager mad. So my manager was happened to be around the same area, and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, is it cool if I go get the chair real quick?" And he looked at me like I've never seen him this intense. He was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Oh, just need to set up a table over there." So I was happened to go get the chair inside there because I don't want to step on anyone's toes. And he was like, "No, I'll do it. Don't worry about it." I was like, "All right." And I was low-key disappointed because I wanted to at least say, a little compliment like, "How y'all doing?" And this and that, but no, didn't have the chance to do that. But it's but I'm a good ass employee that these two Cali looking dudes, like they look like out of towners, They're like, oh, I'm so and so, I have a reservation. I'm like, all right, and I looked at it and I couldn't find it. And then he was like, oh, I'm so and so. I'm like, yeah, hold up. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I found you. Table for two? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, do you have a VIP room? He's like, can I look around? And usually the VIP room's open, so any wanderer can go in there and look, But since the weekend's there, like I said, I looked, and I was like, oh, shit. I was like, nah, not at the moment. There's a VIP person there, but usually it's open. But, sorry about that. Maybe next time, And he was like, oh, that's fine. Mind you, I did not say it was the weekend there. I say a VIP area, VIP person, and I did not live near there. So I walked into her table, and the bodyguard dude who, came first, remember the big dude with tattoos, he was like, oh, so-and-so. I was like, yeah, come over here, man. And they just dabbed each other and say, what's up? And they're like, what's the weekend's government name? Abel. Is Abel here? And again, I'm not a big fan, so I don't know his real government name. He was like, yeah, he's in that room. Go say hi. So the two dudes went there and dapped him up and shit. And they went back to their table. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, small world. But at the same time, someone give me a fucking promotion, because come on, man.
You too icy with it?
Yeah.
They was like, I hate my job. Like the job.
No, I don't hate my job. It's just like I don't want to make it like I don't want to raise kids. I don't want to raise my future kids and be like, oh, I came back from.
Yeah, being a sweaty boy.
Yeah, but I do like the restaurant industry because it crafted me into a different person. Like I had very hard jobs throughout most of my life, so each job they taught me something.
It's pretty dope. Mm-hmm. Well. Diego, I'm glad jobs taught you something. I'm tired as hell.
Yeah, I'm tired
Go to sleep. Good night, faggots.
Good night.